How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at You Are Not My Mother. This is from 2021. It's an Irish film written and directed by Kate Dolan and stars Hazel Doupe, Carolyn Bracken, Ingrid, Craigie, and Paul Reid. And overall, this is a film that I liked. It had a good bit of moody, gloomy atmosphere, but I kind of wish it was scarier and had more teeth. It was kind of a slow burn, kind of simmering around with this really eerie atmosphere, but never boiled into all-out terror. But if you like that atmosphere, you're gonna love this atmosphere. This is an Irish small town in the days leading up to Halloween. Cold and gloomy, and the cinematography matches that. You know, bordering on black and white. And you really do get that sense of gloomy oppression. You know, you feel like a cloud is over you. If you guys like this mood is here in spades. And it does a really good job talking about a human drama. You know, horror often is used as a metaphor to allow us to tackle real-world issues. And here, the mother is sick and detached, and she's going through something, clearly some form of physical and or mental illness, and the idea that she would get replaced by a doppelganger acts as a personification of that illness. And yeah, sad truth is that when your loved ones go through something like this, you can get detached, you know, that happy, full of life loved one that you know versus the sick and dying one. It's weird, surreal, it feels terrible, and that's what the metaphor of this movie really does capture. It is really gloomy. And plus it talks about a dying family unit. You know, it's a family unit that, because of all its past trauma, feels like it's slowly breaking and crumbling apart. The house is not full of life, and you really do get this. You can go to parts of the world that are new and happy, and people are chattering, and there's, you know, energy. And then you get things that are dead and dying and decaying in parts of the world where, you know, you don't think they got much time left. And when that happens to a family unit, yeah, it's pretty dark and messed up. So a very gloomy, oppressive, depressing atmosphere in this film, which it really does nail. Now, one thing with the title, this big hand on the cover, the fact that we're taking place around Halloween, we know that there's a hint of the supernatural. I won't spoil how heavy. Is it a metaphor? Is it real supernatural? Is it just implied? I won't say, but there is an element there, an element tying into Irish folklore, which I like that it was there, but I really wish it was heavier. It is a card that the movie could have played much more strongly. As it stands, the folklore element is there, but it could have been entrenched throughout the entire movie. I know some of that would mean more special effects, but you could at least have characters talk about the supernatural more, share more about the supernatural with the audience. I like that it was there. I just wished it was caked on way thicker. And again, the movie is eerie, but not scary, you know? It's eerie, it's gloomy, it's down, but, you know, there are moments where it gets dangerous. There are some very bad things that happen to some of the characters, but it never feels super dangerous or super big or super over the top. And I'm not saying the mom has to be chasing people around, killing them with an axe, but the movie does need punches, especially stronger punches at the end. It has a coolish finale. It's just, I wish it was much more visceral. Having a slow burn really should be burning up to a bigger thing. It should have exploded much more towards the end, and I get you don't want to wreck your previously established atmosphere, but I did need a few more punches. It really did need to be kicked up a notch. Overall, a good human metaphor, a good feel of the season, and a good capture of that doom and gloom atmosphere. I just wish it had more teeth, you know? Anyway, let's talk a bit about the plot. No major spoilers, I just want to dig in and analyze a few more things in specific, but I won't ruin the end for you guys or anything. We open up with mysterious figures setting a baby on fire. Oh gee, that's a way to open up your movie. The thing is though, it is addressed later and we do find out what happened here, but it kind of just shows you this disturbing thing and then moves on. But also, you put this on and you're like, I'm watching a movie where they're burning a baby up into little crispy bits. You know, you think, what kind of crazy messed up movie am I watching? And then it just kind of, it's not that horrible messed up movie for the rest of it. So yeah, kind of a misleading introduction to make you think the rest of the movie is going to be more intense. Yeah, maybe should have found a way to tone this down. I don't know. But anyway, we jump to Charlotte, who's late for school. Again, just saw a baby getting set on fire, but oh no, we're late for school. Charlotte's late for school and she can't walk there in time, so she enlists the help of her mother to drive her to school today, but the mother is sick and not feeling well. She's very tired, she's detached, but she does offer to drive Charlotte there anyway. She's going through one of her spells, you know, every so often she just gets into a dark mood and she'll be there for quite some time. And personally, I was feeling quite a bit under the weather while watching this, so I really did feel for Charlotte's mother. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to get out of bed either. But yeah, the mother drives, and the daughter sees a horse in the middle of the road, and the mother almost crashes into it, but she stops her. I'm not sure if the horse is a supernatural omen, or if that's just something that happens in rural Ireland. I don't know. But anyway, Charlotte's like, well, you got me most of the way there, Mom, and she runs off the rest of the way to school. However, when she comes back from school, she finds her mom's car abandoned in the field, and looks like your mom's not at home either. A bit of a mystery right off the bat. Where did my mother go? Will she be okay? She's in one of her spells. We don't know what she might do. And you get the police coming and saying, look, I don't know what we're gonna do either. It's around Halloween, we're really busy, and there's not really much clues. And then the mother shows back up. Too good to be true, right? And that's sort of the thing, you know, you get parts where Charlotte really wants everything to be fine, and you get this character who may or may not be your mother, and she's trying to reach out to you, but she's being strange. You know, a scene where she tries to get Charlotte to come swim in the water, but it's October and you know that's chilly. Or where she starts wanting to dance to some music and trying to grab Charlotte and pull her in, and then eventually going so far as to feel like you're at a hardcore punk rock show and she'll be slamming her fist into the ground. I like the initial spirit, but we took this in a weird direction. But I do like, you know, Charlotte sees that there's something new and alive in her mom, but it's not right, and she wants it to be better. She wants everything to go back to how it was, but she knows this isn't right, you know? And then you do get creepy things, you know, some good creepy stares from the mother, and you even get, you know, her walking around at night, and it's on the back of the box there, her throwing something up. Yeah, some good creepy and eerie moments. And again, yeah, it doesn't quite go all out crazy insane horror, and I get wanting to preserve the eeriness, but I wish this was pushed forward. Another subplot, we get some bullies in this movie. You do have to feel for Charlotte and what she's going through, and it's not just home life but school life as she falls victims to bullying. I do like how one of the girls who's a bully picks on Charlotte when she's carrying around a photo of her mom, and then the bully finds out, oh, your mom was missing, and you were carrying around that photo because you were asking people about her, and the bully starts to distance herself from her old friends and get closer to Charlotte. Doesn't outright apologize at first, but just starts to be more friendly to her, and the relationship changes. I love seeing a character go through growth and change throughout a movie, and this one bully character stepping down and becoming a friend, really interesting. But not all the bullies do that. There's one of the bully girls that gets a little cartoonish, especially towards the end of the movie. And the thing is, you think, okay, a cartoonish, over-the-top bully, we're setting her up for some crazy comeuppance, right? Not really. It just kind of comes in, swings really hard to the point where one of the non-reformed bullies is still like, whoa, we're really doing this? And I do wish that there was a little bit more payoff in that regard, but it's not. But anyway, it does build to a good finale. I liked it, and it did heat up, but I do wish that it was bigger and crazier and more over the top. It's a slow burn, and it simmers at eerie, but it never really boils into horror, and I really do wish it swung harder. I wish it had more teeth. I wish it popped more. But that being said, good for that gloomy fall atmosphere. Good for the human take. Good to see the girl kind of facing up against her life there. It does a lot of stuff good. I just wished it punched a little harder, especially, a few moments at the end. As it stands, though, a good enough movie. I liked it, just wish it was a little better, Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my 2023 Halloween marathon. If you guys want to see all the other stuff I covered this year for Halloween, you can click right there and see more. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.